So for the next part of the video, we're now going to enable remote desktop on all workstations. So before turning on the virtual machine, make sure that in the settings, the network adapter under the network should be attached to internal network named TOP finals. So that should be applicable for both the finals and the server and the Windows XP that you're running to. So network and then TOP finals and then okay. And also before doing this, make sure that the Microsoft firewall are disabled for both the server and the XP. Here in the system properties, go to the My Computer and then right click and then properties, and then under the computer name you want to change it. So you want to change it to tpt.com, and then here it will enter the name and password of an account with permission. So after waiting, here the computer name changes will show welcome to the tpt.com domain. So we must restart the computer for the changes to take effect. Oh, okay. So we'll restart it. So now for the Windows 7, make sure you configure the same. So settings, the network should be attached to internal network and named TOPT final, so that's okay. And for Windows 7, go to the File Explorer. This is one of the many ways in which you can edit the computer name or location of the network. So right click and then properties, and then go to computer name, change settings, and then to rename this or change its domain, click that and then enable the domain and click the domain of the TOPT. So enter the admin of this one. Oh wait. So it should be one of the administrators from the TOPD.com. So again, same with the Windows XP, we must restart the PC. So after closing, should restart it. So that's how you connect your Windows 7 or workstation to your domain. So to enable the remote configuration, let's check first if they are both connected. As you can see, we have the client IP address for both the Windows 7 and the Windows XP. This one's the Windows XP, this one's the Windows 7. So go to the control panel and then network firewall. So check for the Windows firewall and then allow a program or feature through Windows firewall. So for here, we're going to select the remote desktop and then okay, that's it. So okay, that should be saved. You can see it's already checked. So that's how you enable here in the server, and I'm going to show how to enable it for Windows 7 and Windows XP. Okay, so there are some changes. Should also be enabled in the domain and the homework private. So that's for the changes for the remote desktop in Windows Server. So now we're going to enable here it in the Windows XP. So my computer, right click and then properties and go to remote. So allow users to remotely connect remotely to this computer. So I'll copy. Okay, I can copy this one. So I just check apply. I'm just going to write down the full computer name because we will be needing that. And then for the finals, okay, go to remote desktop connection, and then paste the name and then click yes. So as you can see, we've already logged into the Windows XP remotely. So to check here in the Windows XP, it is currently locked because it is in use by an administrator. So that's it for the Windows remote enable or remote desktop enable for the Windows XP. So I'm going to demonstrate the Windows 7 now. So go to the Windows 7. And then same thing, go to the computer and then properties and then change settings. So go to the remote tab and then allow connections only from computers running remote desktop with network level authentication. So apply. Okay. So I'll just save the computer name. Okay, and then I think it's enabled already. Okay, so let's go to the server and then paste the name, connect. So click OK. So let's go to the Windows 7 and we receive a notification that administrator wants to connect. So okay, And now we are connected to the Windows 7 of our client. So that's how the enable remote desktop on all workstations. So as you can see, I was able to control the desktop remotely from the server to the uh, XP, Windows XP, and the Windows 7 using my server only. So that's it for the enable remote desktop on all workstations.